Alright, thank you for the time to given to me to explain the material about surface and deep reading, especially the first part, definition of surface reading. What is surface reading? The first, read to complete a task. Second, focus on memorizing facts for assessments. The third, struggle to distinguish arguments from examples. Then, focus on sections separately without thinking about the big picture. And last, idle reflection about purpose or meaning. So, reading surface is reading for specific purpose. What does it mean? That's mean that reading for surface is reading for getting the main point to get the idea and just focus for some part in text and also focus to the essential information related to the facts in the text. That's all my explanation and thank you.
Alright, thank you for the time to given to me to explain about what is deep reading. So, as we know, deep reading very important to understanding the meaning of the text. So, there are 5 points the meaning of deep reading. The first is read to understand text. The second, rigorous interaction with context. The third, relate new idea to profit knowledge. The fourth, relate evidence to conclusion. The last is evaluate the logic of the argument. So I want to explain one by one. The first is read to understand text. This is about if you focus to read the text, you can understanding, you can know the meaning of the text. The second is vigorous interaction with content. This is about how do you try to take an important point from the text. The third is relate new idea to previous knowledge. This is about when you understanding the text, you can give the new idea. You can give many idea can develop the knowledge, develop the meaning of the text. The fourth is relate evidence to conclusion. The last is evaluate the logic of the argument. So, understand and analyze the content of reading to gain self-confidence so that it is more stumble in providing support or criticism of the content or of the reading so that 2 point that very important. So that's all our my explanation. Thank you.
Alright everyone, thanks for the time for giving to me, and now I want to explain about paraphrase the first article. This article about the cigarette. The first is Illus discussing director. The question is, how did you feel when read you read this article? I feel when I read this article is very interesting because this article teach us about the cigarette, the effect if we or us smoking. And the second is, what do you think the most important parts were? I think the parts important this article is the first is the history about cigarette and what the combination of the cigarette, and the third is what the impact if the some else somebody uh, consumption the cigarette. So the illuminator in this article is the main idea I found about the historical and the impact and who is the first who is the first country use the cigarette, and how to the someone to stop consumption the cigarette. The third is vocabulary answer is about the vocabulary. This from our paraphrase I found the vocabulary like the cigarette and the wipers and laughs gradually and initially and so on. The fourth is about illustrator. Illustrator is about the picture or the graph and card. From example from the cigarette, we can look in the internet about the example who the someone consumes the cigarette. So if the someone consumes the cigarette, can be the health bad and the
Alright, now I would like to explain the last part, that is the second article. And after we read this second article, we found that this article interesting because it corresponds to what is happening in real life, namely the large number of people who use the internet for social media, especially women. And the main idea of this second article, the first is social media is a set of interactive internet application. The second one, the difference between social network sites and social networking sites. The third one, social media consists of microblogging sites. And the fourth one, contemporary internet social media, labels 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0. And the last one is most users are used by women for social media. And then, in accordance with the contents of the article about internet use for social media such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and other sites, this is true and is widely used by women, which is probably because many women stay at home and use social media to kill boredom.